Hello, there are a few projects I'm working on today. Well, really a couple, I guess is a better way of saying it. Two projects. I'm working on two projects, trying to see if I can add support to the foam. They use this coating, this dip stuff that is similar to plastic, if you will, and coating some of the open cell foam that they have in cases and whatnot to kind of give the foam a little bit more rigidity. I don't know how well that translates, and apparently it also takes a few coatings depending on what you want to do, so I'm going to work on that. Also working on cutting the supports for the generator, and I don't really notice any difference in the rigidity of the foam or its ability to expand or contract. I think it's comparable to how it was before, so I'm going to go ahead and say that that project is a wash. But in the meantime, can't tell by all the spray marks here, I've gone ahead and sprayed down a bunch of different pieces for the generator support. This is what I'm working with right now. These are two different arms that are going to attach to the generator. It's going to go up top here. These arms are there for support, and the plan is to mount those arms to the bumper like so. I should be able to drill through almost any part of the bumper. However, my plan ideally would be as high up as possible, I suppose. There's going to be one of these on the outside here, and then as well as behind the bumper on the inside. So it's going to be two of these bolted through to each other to add support and keep the weight distributed as evenly as possible. I'm a little bit concerned about its load-bearing ability, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount it on here and use myself as the test dummy here. Make sure I have support so if I fall, I'm okay. My generator itself only weighs 100 pounds. I weigh probably 275 on a good day to 300-ish. So I think that would be, my weight on there would be a decent testament as to how much weight the mount will be able to bear on its own. It's getting close to sundown on Friday, and I lost the bag of nuts that go on the end of bolts, of here on the arms I just showed you. So I'm gonna have to go and run and buy new ones. Might not be finished yet, but we have all kinds of animals coming to visit. So this is the concept that I have for the generator mount. This side will go up against the rear bumper. This side, well, this is the top. The bottom supports. I may put another crossbar somewhere towards the top. We shall see. This is it. This is the mount for the generator. My generator is a little bit wider than this. It's about 2¼ inches this way, and then 5 inches this way. And this is the best that I could do with what I've been given. I'm gonna go ahead and test this and actually sort of jump on it a little bit. I'm gonna open the door so I can kind of have something to brace myself on, because I don't want to fall, injure myself, and I don't need to be injured again on this job. Also, I am not gonna go ahead and do another crossbar because I forgot the entire structure. There's a structure surrounding the generator, and that is going to keep it from actually going back and forth. And truth be told, I probably could have just not done these and just put the generator straight on. It should hold just fine. Let me show you. You can see there's a frame here, massive frame, and I will be connecting the actual mount probably to these holes, maybe. There's also some other holes here I can drill and make a little bit larger. Successful day for the project. I'm really glad I got this far. I got a little further than expected, which is always great, especially when there are so many days where a 1-day project or a 2-day project turns into a 3-day project, 4-day project. It gets ridiculous. I'm very happy with the results so far. The generator has not been mounted, but hopefully everything goes fine. Okay, really quick, this is not the same day as the last video, but I did work on the mount. I don't know why all the cars decided to drive by at the same time. There were no cars driving by, then all of a sudden 3 cars at one time. Let me show you what I did. I went ahead and started pre-wiring for these, I guess, hazard signals. But basically, these will be on anytime that the lights engage. It's going to be directly hooked up, probably here, because I think this is going to melt. May have to go back in the vehicle, pull this light out, cover this hole up, and then draw a line out to here. There's going to be a brake light somewhere on here. I'm working on it, but the license plate is going to go down here with a light to illuminate it up here for safe driving. Today, working out on Caleb and Smith's property again. Went ahead and pre-installed these lights here. Just have to do wiring. It's probably going to go up this way and then back to here, because even though there's room between the generator and this light, I'm worried about heat kind of melting it anyway. We'll see if it comes to fruition. In the meantime, I am working on the bed. Now, this is one part that's confusing to me, and I think I'm going to figure it out as I go pretty much. This is how wide the bed will be, completely open, I suppose, or turned into a bed. There are going to be 3 segments just like this. You can pull one end out to make a day bed if someone just wants to relax, or maybe the middle one out to go ahead and make a coffee table of some sort, or the other one on the other end to make a day bed. 2 day beds and no coffee table in the middle. Everything out, coffee table with 2 day beds, or the bed. You get the idea. There's a bunch of different ideas kind of swirling in my head about how to do this, and it's kind of confusing me. But what I think I realized I really have to do is just go ahead and build the individual components that I do understand, and then work with those and go from there. It's just way too much going on in my head at the same time. Today we are out on the land and property working on the bus. I am working on different facets of the bed. Let me show you the finished product from a few days ago. I don't remember if I got video of it. These are the 3 couch slash bed slat pieces. I'm still struggling to do a lot of the rest of the build, but this is what I have done so far, and no matter what I do with the design, these are necessary. So this is the closed position, and this is the open position. It's important to note that all the slats kind of line up and go the same way. Well, each piece starts with the same slat. So there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3, and they end with the same slat. So this one, and then this one. That way there are minimal extra gaps, I guess you could say. I don't know if you can see over here, there are some extra screw holes because I didn't do that the first time, and I realized there was going to be a massive, massive gap where maybe I would fall through in the middle of the night and probably use a lot of language that I don't want here on YouTube.